Hello everybody, my name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Float Fishing series. Today, I was eating some dinner and figured I'd set up and see what we could catch, and without waiting too long, we already have our first eel, so kind of surprised me. I honestly didn't expect to get one this quick, so I'm going to keep fishing here. I expect this to be very slow, and I'm still eating dinner. So I'm going to take some pauses here. We'll still do a full day of fishing after the night here, but I'll fish through the night, and if we hook anything else, I'll come back in, and we'll see if we got one over here on one right now too. We do. I don't need to take a pause yet. That is not an eel, but that's a nice crucian. That's a trophy crucian. Okay. I mean, this is our crucian spot. This is our green heart, so I'm not entirely surprised. I am a bit surprised considering it's on night crawlers, but both setups are basically the same. So now that we're through that, I'll take a break, and if I hook anything else, I'll come back in. And we're back. Got another fish coming in. Does not look like a squiggly. I think it's a bream. Nope, it's a common carp. So not a super impressive fish, but figured you'd want to see it. And when I started recording this, when I actually set up, it was raining, and the weather was rain for the next 3 days. The rain stopped right about the time the sun went down. So this may not be super active. That's part of why I didn't want to record the whole night. So again, if we catch anything, I'll come back, but I'm going to go ahead and take a pause. Got another one on. While I was waiting, I did see a 1.5 kilo eel get caught. This looks like another big old crucian. This might be another trophy. Our second trophy of the night, 2.2 kilo crucian. Half kilo there. The walrus stick does have... Ooh. The walrus stick does have the same setup as these do. Another squiggly. Good squiggly. 1.2 kilo eel. 7,200 XP. So honestly, this has been a little more active than I expected it to be, which is a good thing. Bad thing is I'm not done with dinner yet, so gonna pause again. Almost done with dinner, and we keep seeing some good action. I'll just keep recording. We're back, starting to see some good action on this float, so I didn't want to miss anything in case I do catch it, or even if I miss. The wind has picked up and the float blew around a little bit, up to 4.5 meters per second. Since I do have night crawlers on here, I did have to go with the bigger float. The smaller float that I like to use could not support the weight of the night crawler. Another decent crucian. $686 crucian. So, other reason I'm not recording the whole time is I do have the spin fishing episode uploading right now. So, want to give that a chance to finish and not overtax everything. So, gonna pause, be back in a second. Just saw this pop up in the corner. That 2.2 kilo Crucian we caught was a weekly record. So, kind of surprised me. Upload's finished. Still going to finish up some dinner, and we'll be back in a little bit. And we're back, and this one just took off. Nibbled for maybe a half second, and then just started running. So, this could be an interesting one. Really don't want it going that way. Learned my lesson the last time. What I did there was I opened the reel up so that I could move quickly, not burn the friction brake up, get back to the bridge, cross the bridge. Although this time it's staying on this side of the island, of course. You might have this. I don't know yet. Also don't know what type of fish it is. This is an eel, though. This is going to be a good eel. It might be worn out. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit excited. Not completely worn out. It's still fighting a little bit. Whatever this is. I still have not seen it. I'm not right clicking. I'm not shift clicking. I'm just holding left click right now. Well, it's not a squiggly. It's not an eel. I think it's a big old common or grassy. Looks like a common. Still a good fish, don't get me wrong. Just not going to be a super good fish. This was an eel, we'd be rich. This is going to be a common. So it's still probably a 10, 15 silver fish. 4.5 kilo common. Not a bad fish, just that'd have been a 4.5 kilo eel. That was $100 fish. Let's go check on our equipment. And then I think we're going to go fish for some sleepers today. It looks like the other bottom rod may have at least had something on it. I don't know if it still does. Ooh, I got lucky. It was not locked. That would explain why he got all the way over there without England. Combined with it being a 132 gram Crucian. So otherwise, let's see here. Between episodes, what did I do? I did buy, so at the end of the last episode, you may have remembered I got my float stuck down in a patch of lilies. Well, it actually tore off the float, so I went and bought us a new float between episodes as well too. So other than that, you really haven't missed much. I bought us some maggots. We may use that if we're going after sleepers. Let's see if there's anything good at the cafe. So there is a sleeper order. There's big tench orders as well. I wonder what tench have been biting on. 2 gibble carp orders. A roach order. So nothing. That's a big roach too. It's a trophy roach. Nothing really jumping out at me there other than the tench. Tench used to be a fun fish for me. One of my first really big fishes here was a tench many, many years ago. Probably 2 or 3 years ago at this point, if not more. So just kind of a mix of stuff. A lot of expensive baits. So get US Weekly Tench as well. Just out of curiosity. So amber on a red worm. Tutti Frutti, very common one up at amber. Cocos and Cream is a very common. Tutti Frutti. Both very common. Amber. Actually, I know who that is. Cocos and Cream. We'll look and see how much that's a set of that's going to cost. So the 9 fish we caught did bring in a total here of 66 silver. So small eel, let's do by price. The large eel was 25 silver. The trophy crucian was 13 silver. The big trophy crucian was 13 silver. Small trophy crucian was 10 silver. That common carp, the big fish, was 8 silver. And the small eel was 5. So not bad. I mean, 9 fish, 66 silver. Not bad at all. Let's see how much. Well, first, do we even have Herrig unlocked? We do. We would need a lead core as well too, so we're not going to do that. What I was thinking of would be go for Tench, but we just don't have the silver for that yet. So I'm going to run around to the pond, or what I call the pond, over in the corner. And we'll see if we can't get some sleepers today. But either way, that was probably a half an hour of fishing, and we got 66 silver. So it was a good day, and we got 2 trophies. So we're up to 17 trophies on 6 different species. And if you're curious how I need the 6, that's the 6 star there. I didn't explain that. I just looked and saw that and figured I should at least say how I knew. And of course, the pond is one of the longest runs in the game. Wiggle through all the trees over here. All right. I am going to change to size 1 hooks instead of 1/0 on these. I'm actually going to put a 4 on this one. And this one I'll put a 12 with maggots. And 80 centimeter depth as I take a dog pod to the nose. I had to go to the grocery store earlier, so someone's not exactly happy with me. The downside of this float is it is super tall. It's easy to see from long distance, but I'm still learning when it's indicating a bite and when it's not. I don't like the float especially for this rod. I'm going to go with this one since I have it. Don't get me wrong, it's good float, especially for a longer reel, but because it's as close as it is, it's just obnoxiously big. Hey. That was to the dog. He was nosing my hand and then threw a paw towards my face. He's laying next to me upside down right now. Telling me he missed me earlier for the 45 minutes I was gone. He is not a fan of being left home alone. He's torn up carpet. I've got him in a crate nowadays. And a couple weeks ago, when I had to take my mom to a medical appointment, he had to stay at home for 3 or 4 hours and somehow pulled the comforter off the bed of the room he was in and completely shredded it. Pulled it into his crate and shredded it. I don't know how he did it. It was impressive that he was able to do so. That would not be what I'm looking for. That's a good Crucian on ultralight float. Here we go again. And this is why I like fishing in the pond. Small roach. So if you don't know this area, it ends back here. There's nowhere for the fish to go. So as long as you keep it from crossing the bridge, you're basically guaranteed to not get spooled. Now, am I definitely putting a lot of wear and tear on my equipment? At least rod 1 right now? Absolutely. But hopefully it turns out to be a good thing. This is probably another common carp. Could be a grassy too. Could be a tench. There's a lot of things it could be, obviously. That, I think, is a big tench. That is a big tench. I was too late. .2 kilo tench. That's a good fish too. I love the red eyes on tench. That's when you know you're getting pretty good fish. At least for me, whenever I see the red eyes, that's when I know it's a good tench. Trophy tench, I think, is 4,400. Now right at 4,000. That was not quite good enough. But that also shows how rare a trophy is, and that the US region has not caught a trophy tench this week. And it's late on the evening US Wednesday. So Thursday morning game time. Nice Crucian. So far, obviously not seen the fish I was hoping to see, but seen good fish. Ah, small roach. It's that spot again. There we go. There's some sort of hole or tree or something down there that I keep getting caught on. None of it's still going. About to be mad that the fish gave up because none of that has been a bite to me. That was decent Crucian, 332 gram. Oh, ouch. Evan drop oversized his reel and his line, or oversized his line and broke his reel and his rod. And I think I saw not too long ago, yeah, line is torn as well too. They are not having a good day. And that's why you do not put line on that's heavier than your mech. Or never put line on that is a higher capacity than the load capacity of your rod. And then your mech weight is a hidden weight. I personally try and make sure I keep my lines lower than mech weight so that I don't break mechanism in the reel. But never put line on that's heavier than your rod can hold. Another common carp. I'm curious to see what the weather does because the forecast said it was going to rain. It's almost 4 p.m. It has not rained. I'm hoping it rains closer to nighttime because this spot also is not a bad spot for eel. And rain is usually conductive of getting eels. And the overnight stuff that I was skipping was slower than this has been, so don't feel bad for me skipping that. I knew it was going to be slow. That's part of why I got in and out. Good Crucian here, it looks like. Dog jumping off the couch. I'm hoping to be able to fish through the night, but we'll have to see. with me having to leave the dog home alone a little bit earlier, he may need to go outside. There we go. That's a good sleeper. That's what we've been looking for this whole time. Now that I know there's something there I get caught on, I just reel right through it. This one caught in it? Yep. So 11 fish, probably about 20 minutes into it. I don't exactly know when I got started with this part of the video. I know about 12 to 15 minutes in, we were pulling that big common carp in. Overall today, I've been pretty happy with how today has gone, even with it being a little slow and the dog running over stuff in the kitchen. Nope, missed that one. Now, all right, I'm gonna leave the rods in the water. I'm gonna go take the dog out for a couple minutes. I'll be right back in. If the bottom rods catch something, they do. If they don't, they don't. Well, I went to stand up to let the dog out, and this one immediately took a bite and started pulling drag. So I'm gonna pull this in before I go take the dog out. Dog came over to see what was going on because he saw me, heard me getting ready to stand up, and then I didn't. And a couple days ago, we were having fun out in the backyard, and he ran into me and nailed my leg pretty good. So a little bit worried that I'm hurt, but I'm okay. He just is telling me that he would prefer to go play for a few minutes, and I'm all right with that. But I got to get this fish in first. I know, buddy. I know. Couple little soft squeak whines. All right. He's calmed down a little bit. Sounds like my other PC just rebooted for patches, I'm guessing. I honestly don't know. I just heard everything stop spinning and then start spinning back up like it just rebooted. Good boy. Someone just laid down on my foot. That would be a common carp. And another pretty good one. $3.364. Not a bad fish. And 1,300 experience points. Well, pretty immediate launch here. We'll see what we got. Also, I guess I should have mentioned this earlier. Sorry if you went looking for the video this morning on the 14th. I evidently uploaded it after midnight last night. I realized right before I went to bed I forgot to upload it. So I started uploading it and scheduled it for the usual time, but I guess it was after midnight. So it actually scheduled it to go live on the 15th at 8 a.m. instead of the 14th. So I woke up and was luckily thought to check and make sure everything was released, and saw the spin fishing episode was the only one available still, and went, ah, crap. So it was about a half an hour late that I set it to published. So for me, I'm recording this about 8 p.m. and it'll go live about 8 a.m. my time, 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. So I opened the reel there because my friction brake was just getting overstressed. You got to be careful because that obviously gives the fish slack, and fish tend to slip off the hook more when there's slack in the line. But I was turning down the friction brake and it wasn't releasing enough tension and heat. Man, this is good fish. And sorry about the long mute there. The dog was taking a drink, and his water bowls actually just got done in the dishwasher. So he's drinking out of a big old bowl, and it sounded like he was drinking out of the toilet. And I didn't want that going across YouTube. He was drinking out of the big old, it's actually a pot. So the reason I'm kind of walking after this fish right now is I'm thinking I'm getting it caught on land if I try and drag it back to the bridge. Oh, dang it. Fish got away. Gave it enough slack walking towards it, and it slipped off. That's unfortunate. All right, I'm gonna go try and let the dog out, and we'll let these rods soak overnight here and see if we catch anything. I'll be back in a little bit. All right, I'm back. Been gone probably 5-10 minutes, nothing major. One of these rods has been jingling for trophy sleeper. Well, we got the sleeper we came for. So that's 3 trophies today. One of these rods has been jingling for about 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, one of them for about a minute. Nice gibble there. But with the 3rd trophy of the day, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there. Good day today. After the past couple days, I'll take it. So we're up to 18 trophies caught. We already had a trophy sleeper, evidently. Either that or it's not on the card here, but I'm pretty sure it is. We had a trophy over at Mosquito. So, not bad. Not bad. $14 fish, probably, I'm going to say a half an hour of true fishing. I'm not counting the 10 minutes we were gone there. But I definitely made a good decision stepping away. Someone definitely was not lying when he said he needed to go out, which doesn't surprise me. After the stress of being left home alone for a little bit, he drank quite a bit of water and needed to take care of that problem. And then wanted to play for a few minutes too. But it's cold out there today. It's barely above freezing all day. And will be like that for the rest of the week, pretty much. But that's not unheard of. I'm in the Midwest in the US, so there's times through December, January, and February where we don't get above freezing for a week or 2 or 3 or a month. Luckily, I miss a lot of the snow, though. So 2 sleepers, they're the small ones. I'm guessing we'll get more than 8 silver for them from the fish market, but we're going to have to look. We did not get a trophy tench. We did get 2.2 kilos, so is that more than 15 silver? We got a couple things to look at. So sleepers, if I sell the 2 we have here, 16 silver, that's better. If I sell the tench here, I get 10. It was 15 over at the cafe, so I will probably sell that to the cafe. Got 40 silver here, 66 before, so that's 106 silver day. Not bad. Plus, we're really going to get a little bit more, so 15 on the dot. That'll make it easy. Didn't get roach. Got 1 gibble. Yeah. Didn't get anything else for the cafe. So 15 plus 29. So we'll say 45 here, 66 from before. 105 silver on the day. Not a bad day at all. A lot of fun, a lot of good fish, 3 trophies. So definitely an overall good day. We're up to just shy of 500 silver. So appreciate everybody watching. We'll be back again tomorrow. Hope you all have good tight lines, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye now.